Hey everyone, welcome to another ranking, and here is my ranking of the Mass Effect games. Yes, for one thing, I'm waiting in the mail for my Mass Effect t-shirt, so I'm wearing my Valhalla shirt, which is nothing like Mass Effect. You know, I am an Assassin's Creed fan, but we're not talking about Assassin's Creed, we're talking about Mass Effect. Mass Effect is a franchise I knew very little about. I was never really into Mass Effect because to be honest, I never played any of the Mass Effect games as much as I know they're huge hit games. People love these games. People have gone on and on about how great these games are and everything. I've never played them. So I bought the trilogy and even Andromeda, and I wanted to see what the fuss was about and see if these are considered one of the greatest games of all time. And after beating all the games and even platinuming a couple of them, I gotta say, yeah, some of these Mass Effect games are some of the greatest games I've ever played in my life. They're incredible. Absolute incredible franchise. I loved it to death. After this ranking, I'm going to be doing my top 10 favorite Mass Effect characters in the next video, so look forward to that if you're a huge Mass Effect fan. And if you're not a Mass Effect fan, I'm not going to spoil anything in this video, but if you're going to get into the franchise, I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on what I think are the stronger games and what are the weaker games. So, there's only 4 of them, very easy to rank, so here's my ranking of all the Mass Effect games, from my least favorite to my favorite. Coming in 4th, the last place, is obviously the worst one. That's Andromeda. Mass Effect Andromeda is a horrible, terrible game with a lot of glitches, problematic storytelling, and no memorable characters. I don't care that Liara makes a cameo in it, and there's other cameos, and see how it does a nod to the first Mass Effect? I could care less. Even the visuals don't even hold up very much. The spacecrafts aren't interesting, the villains aren't interesting, the exploration isn't interesting. It borrows a lot of tropes from the original trilogy, but adds nothing new and does nothing with its characters, and there's no layers or profound storytelling in the game. And it even gets a little political in Andromeda as well. It's a horrible game, horrible characters. The story is absolute shit. It is a terrible, terrible game. So let's get to some good ones. Number 3, coming in number 3 is Mass Effect 3. Really enjoyed Mass Effect 3. I think it's a very good game. I really liked where they went with Shepard's story. Again, the Mass Effect games is all based off choices you make in the game. So, certain characters might die in the first game, or certain characters might live all throughout all 3 games, and some characters might live in the first one and die in the second one. Like, it depends on how you play the game. And how I play the game is I made a lot of my favorite characters live. I try my best. And I love the outcome of the story that I took in Mass Effect 3. Like, how you deal with the elusive man and how you deal with the Reapers and stuff. There is some little rehash from the second game into this game, which is a little bit of a problem. And there's a couple new characters that I didn't like. I'm not a huge, what the hell is this guy? I forget the guy's name. The big tough dude. I already blanked on his name. He's that forgettable. Yeah, you get some of the OG characters on your team, but there's not as much to choose from character-wise in this one, which is a little disappointing and stuff. It was also the shortest out of the 3. The first 2 are such huge games. This one's a big game too, but it's not as big and as epic as the first 2. So, but it's still got a great ending. It's still got some very emotional. There were some scenes I almost cried. It was very sad. The ending was just really sad and just. And I knew I was just done with the trilogy, and I was just like, oh, it's done and stuff. It was just a really good adventure to go on, and yeah. 3, it may not be as good as the first 2, but it's still a solid game, and I really, really enjoyed it. Number 2, though, is Mass Effect 1. The first Mass Effect is a great game. Awesome story. You got Saris as the villain. Saris, is it Saris or Saren? I always forget. I always call him either Saren or Saris. But he's a great villain. I love him as a character. He's a great villain. And I loved like Shepard and like Rex and Ashley and Garrus and all these great, even Captain Anderson and Joker, played by Seth Green. I love these characters. It feels like Starship Troopers meets Star Trek, and it's awesome. It's political sometimes, but it's also a sci-fi epic war film, war video game. Sorry, and it's really, really good. There's even some very terrifying moments in the first Mass Effect when you're dealing with the Arachne and stuff, and the Arachne Queen. There's some pretty creepy shit in this game, and it's really, really good. The decisions you make, again, affect the whole trilogy, and I was mostly Paragon throughout most of the game. There's sometimes I went Renegade, but I was very Paragon throughout the first game, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the exploration, going to these different worlds, doing these side missions. Solid game. I had no issues with the first Mass Effect. It is a 10 out of 10, amazing game. Such a great game. But, number one, it's Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 2 is going to go down in my top 5 favorite video games of all time. It's still not there with Final Fantasy VII. It's still not there, but it's close. I love this game so much I platinumed the game because I just could not put this game down. Mass Effect 2 is so fucking good. The characters they bring in are awesome. I love almost every character in this game, between like Shepard, Garrus, Tali, Miranda, Jacob, Thane, Legion, all Grunt, like all these characters, Jack, all these characters they bring in this game. I love these characters, and it focuses on every single character. Every character gets their moment. Every character gets their story. You do a quest with every single character, and they all get fleshed out and developed. And it's intriguing. It's great. It's emotional. It's scary. It's adventurous. Everything you want in a video game is in Mass Effect 2. The biotech again is awesome. When you have to fight the Reapers, it's really epic, and the decisions you have to make is really anxiety-inducing. It's so good, though. Like, I love Mass Effect 2. Everything about Mass Effect 2 I loved. The gameplay, the action, the characters, the writing was solid. I adore this game. And again, it's in my top 5 favorite video games of all time, and it's easily the best out of the whole franchise. So yeah, that was my quick little ranking of the 4 Mass Effect games, in my opinion, from my least favorite to my favorite. So in the comment section below, please tell me what is your ranking of all the Mass Effect games in your guys' opinion. I'm curious to know. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and join the dark side.